Joe, just how deflating was that goal at the end of the second period there?
At the end of the second period? Well, I mean, you never want to give up a goal with under a minute to go. I mean, so I don't know if deflating is the right word. It wasn't a really good second period, I didn't think, overall anyway. I think that they probably could have had one or two before that. So we thought we had a pretty good first period. We came out, we got a couple of good saves early on off the rush. Then we found our game about three-quarters of the first period and started to play better. I thought we played well. Second period, they played better. And then, you get yourselves into a little bit of penalty trouble there and weren't able to do the job on the kill.
Joe, the tying goal, the third one, you have some pressure down at the other end, but they come out pretty quickly. What do you think guys could have done to perhaps
the third goal?
Yeah.
That was started up ice. We had a third forward in a good position, but they got by our third forward in the offensive zone. Then we duplicated off the rush coming into the D zone. We had a forward and a D go to one guy. So we duplicated. We made a mistake there. And they ended up sending it into the middle of the ice and executed on the 2-on-1.
Joe, did you feel like it was all penalty trouble in the third period? You attribute it to that? What did you think of the third period overall?
No, I wouldn't say it was all attributed to that, but certainly put yourself in that position. It gets a little more difficult. We get a break, right? I mean, we score one on the power play. We run into the goaltender. The same thing happens down the other end, but we have to kill that off after. That's a huge momentum boost for us right there when we get when they disallow the goal on them, and we just have to do the job there and get the kill after that. We should have got it done, and we didn't.
Joe, you mentioned the goalie interference. What did you think of both of those calls?
I think they were both correct. Yeah, our guy went into their goaltender, and then their guy sealed into the blue paint, and he got a piece of our goaltender. I thought they were both the right calls.
Brad, 3 unanswered goals. What stood out to you about the second and third periods, and what did you not like about the way you played?
They pushed. We sat back a little bit. We knew that they would be better in the second and third, and they were. We get caught sitting back a little bit, and a team like that, they're going to make you pay.
I know you were kind of treating these last 4 games heading into the break as sort of a playoffs. What do you take away about this team from that segment when you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, I think we can play with anybody. The difference in the game is are very small margins, small details, so we just have to clean it up a little bit. But I think that we can play with anybody, and we've seen a lot of pretty much everyone at this point. And I don't think there's anybody that we can't play with.
Brad, is there something when you go to a tournament like this that you can try to get from it that you can bring back? Or is it just two separate things?
I think pressure situations and stuff like that, they're great learning experiences to play in the stuff and just get a different feel for how guys react to different situations, how they respond to it and deal with it. So I think it's always a great learning experience to go through these events. So I'm looking forward to that.
Do you feel how disappointing is it to not be able to get that kill after you get a break on the goalie interference?
Yeah, disappointing. They're one of the top power plays in the league. They don't need much. It was disappointing. When we got that call, I thought that we'd be able to finish it off.
Do you feel the team needs this 2-week break, or would you rather see the guys kind of stay together?
It's a good time to reset. I think these are the dog days of the season that guys look forward to the break and getting away for a little bit, resetting. I think it's good for the group.
It's going to be full throttle for you guys when you guys get back, given the standings. Just what's the best way to handle that?
Yeah, we have to come back with the right mindset. The few days before first game, we have to make sure we get back, work hard, get back in shape, and then we got to play do or die hockey the rest of the year here.
How does your mindset kind of shift now going into the Four Nations, and what is it like for you?
I'm just really looking forward to the opportunity. Very grateful to be there. You never know if you ever get another opportunity to play for your country, so just really looking forward to taking every moment.
Sway, what happened on the goal just prior to the end of the second period?
I think I had a good angle on it, and what had happened is I gloved it, kind of had a motion going towards me, and I think it slipped through, and unfortunately went past the goal line.
Brad said he thought you guys were maybe a little bit back on your heels the last two periods of the game. Is that what you saw in net as well, and how did you see it, if not so?
I thought we did a good job managing their pushes, and even if we had breakdowns, we still got out of them alive, and that's something that I think we can build on and use to our advantage. Is even if stuff doesn't go our way, sometimes we can use that when we do, come out successful as something that we can build on and know that we can get away with our B game sometimes. So that's something we have to control, and I have no doubt in this group that they will.
Jeremy, can a mental break for this team be as valuable as the physical one, given the pressure that you guys have been under?
I do. I think we played a lot of hockey, and as everyone else did in this league, and it's important to use this time off as an advantage and kind of as a weapon. Use that rest and regroup and make sure that we're coming back stronger and really doing a push for these last 25 games. So I know that everyone in this locker room is going to take care of themselves and do what they need to do to come back ready to play.
What does that mindset need to be for that last 25 games when you come back?
Every point matters, and it's a fight for playoffs, and I think it's an incredible position to be in when you look at it. It's something that we can really build on and rally around as a team and catapult us into a playoff position, and then obviously playoff berth.
What have you learned about this team as you do kind of battle game after game, trying to claw your way into the playoffs versus the way things went the last few years where you're at the top pretty much the entire time?
I think you named it. Is experiencing the ups and downs, a roller coaster season rather than a more steady season that I've had, being a part of this group. And again, I think that's something that every player needs to go through in their careers, and it's a lot of firsts for guys in this locker room, which is a good thing, but at the same time, something that we need to understand it can't continue. And we have 25 more chances to really turn this around, and I think we will.
How's the mindset shift for you now going to the Four Nations?
My mind's all hockey, all winning, and it's a fortunate position to be in, and I know that I have a job to do and bring the right energy and the right mindset to a pretty incredible group of individuals. So I couldn't be more excited, and I know that it's going to be a great experience for not only myself but the group going.
How disappointing is it just to not be able to take advantage of that break on the goalie interference call and get that kill afterwards?
Yeah, disappointed to not get a win today.
Brad said you guys kind of sat back a little bit in the second and third. Did you feel that way as well, where you weren't attacking as much and kind of let them handle it too?
Well, I mean, we thought we had a good neutral zone forecheck, good O-zone forecheck in the first period. It created a lot of turnovers in the O-zone, and that's how we got our chances and we got our goals. And we got O-zone time, and in the second we just stopped skating. And yeah, you can call it a setback. And then, I mean, they're a good team. They're going to step on your throw and create some momentum for sure.
Nikita, what's the best way to make this time off valuable to you guys, given what you've got in front of you?
Prepare yourself for the last 25 games of the year. It's a do or die for us. We wasted last 2 games, 4 points. It could cost us, it could not. We'll see. I mean, there's no quit in this room. We're going to come right in. We're going to compete.
Do you think it's a 2-week break just to kind of reset?
I mean, I'm not playing. I'm going to be training, going to be skating, get ready, get better. So it's good for me.
David, you feel like this one was a missed opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, obviously tough loss before the break, and it would be much nicer to get 2 points and kind of reset, rest up and get back to work. So tough loss, obviously just another game of loss of our own doing, I would say so.
David, 2 weeks now. Do you feel like guys can focus maybe on what's got to be done in the next 25 games?
Yeah, I think it's very important to, it's a long break, so you have to stay in the shape. Obviously, you have to take time or spend time with the families, but, we have to make sure that when we come back we are ready to work because we have a lot of work ahead of us.
Get away? We get away?
I will get away for a couple of days, yeah. Obviously, like I said, rest up, get the body healed up. You know, it's a long season, and obviously gonna try to enjoy as much as family time I can. But you know, obviously my mindset's gonna be on that last run of the 25 games, and so focus on that.
Obviously, you want to do in the win. How's it feel that that point streak still going? You know, you've had a nice run.
Oh, honestly, I would give up the point streak for 2 points today. So.
David, you mentioned everybody kind of getting their bodies right. In the ways, is a mental break important for given the pressure that you guys have on you? Is it important to kind of get a mental break?
Yeah, I mean, it's important. You know, like I said, it's important to get away the head for a couple of days from hockey, for sure, because it's a long season, and sometimes the mental can be a big fatigue in your physical body as well. So sometimes you might be not tired, but you are tired because of the mental fatigue. So it's important, you know. A lot of guys have kids and families. So like I said, take a couple of days and you know, make sure you get the body ready for the run.
David, usually this time of year you guys have been pretty much set in a playoff spot or close to it. With all the highs and lows, ups and downs, how do you see the guys on the road handle that, and you yourself, the team overall?
I mean, like, you know, those games, like, should be excited to play. You know, you pretty much play playoff hockey right now. What is it? February? No, is it February? Yeah, February. So, you know, and every point matters. So, these kind of games is why we play hockey, and you know, I'm always trying to look at the positive things, and that's how I see it. It's fun to play these kind of games that matters. Like I said, the season is sometimes long, that you are in the spot that you can get a couple of games get away, but you know, we are not at that spot. So it's important to recognize and get back and put some winning streak on.